I'm Irene Richardson from, I live in Wakefield right now, but I just completed a storytelling course with Louise, thank you, and thank you for my fellow audience here for participating in the classes. So I'll tell you about community. The idea was to talk about community. And I was thinking community to me is not a building, it's more of where I am in life, and it's with friends and family. And I guess if I had to say where is my community, I think it'd be ranging, I know it'd be ranging from Low Quebec all the way to Ottawa, I guess. And if I was talking about a building, it would be this building right now, Centre Wakefield La Pêche would be my community building. But I've come a long way. I was born at Low Quebec, that's up north, 20 kilometers, 20 minutes away. And we were born on a little farm. And my highlight of my life until I was about 6 years old was to go to church on Sunday. And Dad or Mom used to give us 5 cents. And sometimes I think we were supposed to light a candle at Mass. But right after church, we all ran over to the little store. And it was to buy a Coke or a bag of chips. But sometimes I'd even forget to do that because the highlight of my life was to speak with people, was to find a new friend, or maybe my aunt would be there, or just to see if anybody got a new cow or calf or an animal. So that was my highlight. And it was so important to me that one day they forgot about me and they left me at church. I was actually 6 years old. The store was empty. I was standing there with the storekeeper and I didn't know what to do. I started crying and I started walking home. They left me at the store. And Mom and Dad, our house is about, 20 minutes away from the church. And Mom said to everybody, there was 5 in the family and Mom and Dad, so all, 7 of us used to pack into that car back then, no seatbelts, 5 in the back seat. And Mom said, well, what's your story, Irene, today? What did you learn? Who did you talk to? And she said there was no answer. Then all of a sudden, someone said, she's not here. Maybe she's in the trunk. They actually forgot about me. And they turned around and came back. So that was kind of nice. And we met halfways, and the car stopped. And I remember Mom getting out and giving me a hug and putting me in the front seat with her. There might have been another child in the front seat, but I got to sit on her knee. So that was the story of my life. Was community is about who we speak to and the people that we know. And the joke all my life was if I talked too much, they were going to leave me at church again. So that's the story. Then I started school, I guess, and the highlight now of my life were my friends at school. At school, it was a little strange. It was a big white building. It was separated down the middle, French on one side, the English on the other side. My mom was Irish, my dad was French-Canadian. So I'm actually Irene Diot, or Irene Diot. So I didn't know what side of the fence I belonged to. I think I was supposed to go to the English school, so that's where they put me. And you weren't allowed to talk to the French kids. But I had another problem. I loved to talk. And they were my cousins. And I had cousins on both sides. And if you got taught it, and if you were speaking to the French, you had to write out like 100 lines. Don't speak to the French kids. If you got taught when you spoke to the English kids, I'm not sure what happened. I think I had to stand in the corner. And these are true stories. So I spent all my life standing in the corner writing, I must not speak to the French kids. I think that lasted a couple years, and then I learned, hey, I can do what I wish. And I didn't stand in the corner anymore, and I became friends with everybody at school. Then I moved on, and at school I always enjoy, I guess it's our community, my community again. I volunteered for fundraising, teaching math, wiping the chalkboards, sweeping the floor, picking up garbage outside. I always enjoyed working with others. And as we got a little bit older, we did a lot of dances at Feralton, dances at Low School. And I came all the way to Feralton to meet my guy. That's a whole 10 kilometers down the road. And I met Blair in 1972 at Feralton at a school dance. And we spent a lot of time at Feralton also, working there at turkey suppers and going to church and heaven knows what else. But more importantly, Blair enjoyed working with people too. I think maybe that was one of the highlights. Both why we were together for over 50 years, and we started organizing the outdoor hockey. And that included Danford, Low, Carleton, Wakefield, Masham. And we got to know almost everybody in this area, a lot of people in this area. That lasted for over 20 years. Meanwhile, I married him, and we moved to Wakefield. So now Wakefield is my community, a whole 10 minutes down the road. So I guess I moved, 20 kilometers in my life. But over the years, we raised our family, had 3 kids, raised a family, met lots and lots of wonderful people. Our community was a bedroom community for 25 years. Like most people, we worked in Ottawa. We came home to this beautiful country to sleep, to play outside, and to enjoy the outdoors. And the kids loved this area. They played baseball, hockey, football, skiing. And then as we got a little bit older, I'm going to say in the last 10 years, I guess semi-retired, we kind of ventured out a little further and actually came to the village of Wakefield. And this is where my home is now, my community is at Wakefield. And I started Nordic pole walking. I worked in computers all my life, and decided that it was time to do something a little more physical. And along the way, I met the most wonderful people. There are trails in this little village. There are trails up the hill over here. There's trails up the Henrik farm. And I decided one day to ask who takes care of these trails. I never knew. And I know Louise runs these trails every day. So I found out it was Ken Bouchard. So I met Ken Bouchard. And Ken is someone that we all know. We all should know if you don't. He loves the outdoors, and he's the keeper of the trails. Also along the way, I met a wonderful man called Tom Ryan. Tom organized the Wakefield Walkers for over 30 years. He's passed away last year. He's missed for all of us. And again, a lover for the outdoors in Wakefield. Then I moved on and met a few more people through Tom Ryan and Shirley Scholdice. They were looking for someone to help with the Golden Age Club. And that's when I became involved with the seniors in this little village. And we started a senior cafe. That was actually Carol Faulkner's idea of how do we bring seniors together. And every Monday morning for almost 6 years, we had 40 to 60 people right in this room, and it was amazing. And that's what community is all about. There's some wonderful ladies I met over the years. Sally Swan, president of the Golden Age Club, and so many wonderful couples like Carl and Neil. I get them all wrong, some wrong here. Bill and Donna, Warner and Barb. Friends like Doreen, Pam, Sandra. And then again, more friends I met through pickleball. I think we have over 200 people now at pickleball. And they range again from Low Quebec all the way down to Chelsea. So community is all about people. It's all about people taking care of each other, becoming friends, supporting each other. And I think as the older we get, we realize how important our friends are. Our family grow up and go away. They do come back and they do call, but it's not the same as having a person that you can call for a coffee, or you can sit down, at the Blue Barn, or even come here and have a coffee with. So I guess that's what community is all about for me. It's being with friends and family and meeting new people along the way, and just staying healthy and happy. And friends were really important through COVID. We missed some, and I'm looking forward to meeting so many people again at the 10th anniversary party, and for having them back out together to enjoy this community center and this community. So thank you, everybody.